Naturally, you guys can rate these fighters how you want. But I'm going to ask you a question. Who don't belong on this list? Who really don't fit in this equation? That's all I'm going to say. Now, naturally you going to say this is a me bashing Manny video. When it's not. I'm being realistic here. In all of these fighters, you see greatness. People always automatically assume you hate someone. You know, if you're not relevant or you hate the person who's relevant. And Manny Pacquiao is trying to re-achieve relevancy. And Manny Pacquiao, out of all these guys, I'm going to tell you right now, is the one that doesn't belong. He does not fit this group. This is an upper class group. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Manny Pacquiao, out of this five, has the hardest road to achieve what he's achieved than any of these fighters. As limited skill-wise he is as a boxer, and he's very limited. He doesn't do a lot of things right. He does have a lot of speed, and he used that to his advantage. And despite the Roy's controversy and the testing and all that, Manny Pacquiao had to come up in the Philippines. That is not like coming up in the ghetto. For people who want to assume like this the same, no. Nuh-uh. He had to come up poor in the Philippines. Okay, that's like a fighter over in South Africa walking 3 and 4 miles a day in the hot sun, barefooted all day, carrying a bucket on his head, all of a sudden becoming a pound for pound world champion boxer. That's very unusual. For Manny to make it this far is unnatural. So he did have the hardest road to get to where he is. But does he belong in this group? No, he doesn't. But like I told you before, it is not a bad thing. He's just not at Floyd's level. He's not at Ali's level. Not at Holyfield's level. He's not at Tyson's level. Now you can rate him here if you want to put him in your 5 or how you want to rate him, but it's just the truth. Manny is not at that level. No matter how much great press, publicity, money they spend to try to put him there. He's not in this upper echelon. Is that a negative towards him? No. He started off with less. He didn't have world-class champion boxers around him. He didn't have all of these luxuries around him to help him get to that level. He basically was in his 20s before he started really getting around world champions. You know, like really talented boxers, people who actually knew the sport, where he could learn from. So yes, he did start with a great disadvantage throughout his career. That can never be taken away from him. But, once again, I will reiterate for the last time, he does not belong in this category. Hope you understand it. Deuces.